Many artworks in this exhibition explore the dark surreal side of humankind. Do you feel comfortable in this context?
I do not feel comfortable in the dark side of human being, but I feel comfortable in that context. Although I think group context in art always provides a difficulty, because you start comparing. Typical of human behavior is that they find truth by comparing. It would be nicer to be empty, look at something and get filled with it. But few of us are able to find something of something without comparing it with something else. We tend to define truth and reality by comparing.
What is for you the connection between the dream world and the surreal world?
I see no dream world in my work. I see a variation on reality or a new or other reality, but there is not one reality. Reality is layered, and the more we think we understand reality, the more we are wrong, because it always appears in the end that there were other realities. The beauty of art is it confronts us with the fact that reality has these many faces, and it gives us a possibility to look into the reality we didn't know yet, like transport. A dream is also a transport, but now it's not a dream that is happening to you, it's invented to you in a way to reach you, like communication.
What is the inspiration of your work?
Well, the question for inspiration is often taken to people and their work. There is a person I like especially, but I don't know the character in English. It's someone from Donald Duck, an inventor with a small lamp. A boy with a lamp. You know this guy? Well, we call him Willy Wortel. Never mind. No, my inspiration is more into things that are about how we can manage as naked, degenerated monkeys in reality by inventing things. So I'm more interested in inventions than in art, although I like it, especially when it is beautiful.
Many of your works occur animals. Why? Are they representative for humans?
Well, I do not use the animals, they use me. I start with something and there always somewhere appears an animal saying things to me like, now I want to move this way. For instance, I've made something, it's not in this exposition, it's about two birds. I would love to show it to you. And one bird gives a present to the other one. He does it very slowly, and he looks at the last moment at the other one, not to embarrass him. But the other one stays like this and just acts like, and then the first one takes it back and never looks up again. I never wanted to do it this way, and once it was exposed somewhere, I got a letter from a boy of 7 years old. He said, "It's not fair. The one who doesn't take the present has no arms. He cannot take it." And then for the first time I saw the arms were missing.
Your work seems to be beautiful and cruel and dark at the same time. What do you think about that? Is this a contradiction for you?
No, I think I am the type of person who is interested in the dark side of the tongue, because it tells us more about the intentions we like to hide. I'm not paranoid, but I know no one has one agenda. If you look at the churches or politicians or law or the way we treat the Club of Rome, for instance, we always invent things and then use them in a way that we lose liberty instead of winning with it. So the dark side tells us about the things that may happen or are already happening. And also, it can be a very strong trigger to be confronted with the contrary of the thing you love. For instance, I have 3 children, one day I was walking downstairs and one of my children was falling in front of me. I could do nothing. I saw it falling and I just stood there. And those moments I realized how terrible I would think it would be should anything bad happen. But you do not think of that when you normally go up or down the stairs or you look at someone doing that. It's like Joni Mitchell once said, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone. Same with the dark side. If you want to talk about love, talk about death. Because then you feel what it is to love someone. They need each other.
What's your expectation for this show?
Expectations? Me? Mi prende per un svizzero? No, I have no expectations whatsoever. I always feel some kind of lost, also in the art world. I do not particularly like the art world. I just survive here. It's the only place that is left. Since we start to divide social economics in a part that we call social economics and the rest we call culture. And somehow the arts got into that part, like in a reservoir, you know? And it doesn't feel good. I feel I live nowhere, so how can I have expectations? I'm happy when someone looks at it and says something sensible, or I like the reflections of ideas with other people who are here present. And that's the part that makes my life beautiful. I'm always a bit afraid of people who admire my work. It's not my fault. I just try to be as small as possible so that the things that are bigger than I am can reach me.